Alright guys, welcome back to another interview on MMAUnhinged. Today we are joined once again by Jaynes Jaynes. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, having a good day out here in Las Vegas. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good in sunny England. Not. It's been raining all day.
Oh, I'm sure. We don't get very much rain out here, so I can appreciate it.
Oh, I wish that was me. I wish I couldn't get too much rain, but it's been raining all year round. You know, it's England. What can I expect?
What can you expect, right?
Yeah. So we had an interview before, me and you, Jaynes Jaynes, but the first one, the audio kind of went messed up a bit. It was a bit delayed, and I didn't want to release it because I want it to be, good for the quality on YouTube. But hopefully this one works out, and we get this one out, and the viewers see how good of a chap you are. You're a very likable guy, and I can't wait to see your fight.
Hey, well, I appreciate that, man. My girlfriend doesn't think I'm a very likable guy, but I've heard some people think I'm kind of cool, right?
Yeah, I think you're cool, and you definitely come to bring it.
Yeah. Come in swinging punches, throwing kicks, and just trying to knock people out here.
Literally, what happened in your debut? You came out with flying colours, and you got that fight, and you came in with short notice, knocked out a good guy in French Camacho. How did that feel?
Oh, it's the best feeling of my life, man. I prepared for a long time for that moment, and it all played out. I couldn't have written a better story of how obviously it all played out. So, fell short a little bit in my last one. I think the weight cut got to my cardio, but looking to bounce back against Gabriel Benítez here, and gonna knock him out in the first or second round.
Yeah, that was cool. So my next question. My next question was you won your first one. Then you came back against Gavin Tucker. Gavin Tucker's a really, really talented fighter, but you kind of dropped that. You dropped your last fight. You lost. What kind of went wrong in that fight, and where did it kind of go wrong in that fight?
Honestly, I think just the weight issue was the wrong part. I started my camp a little bit heavier. They called, offered me a short notice fight. I don't turn down fights. I went from 178 pounds to 145 pounds in 3.5 weeks. I made weight. I felt okay the first round, but after I locked in that guillotine choke and he escaped, it was all downhill from there, man. I just didn't have any gas in the tank. The weight cut was really brutal, one of the hardest ones I've ever done, and looking to find out what I did wrong in that last fight and fix it for this camp and be ready to go 3 rounds with Gabriel.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see you fight again. You're definitely a guy that is growing on me, man. Like, you're exciting every time you fight.
Hey, win or lose, I'm trying to hurt people, and I'm trying to knock people unconscious. So, as long as the fans like that and can respect that, I'll be their Huckleberry.
I can tell you the fans love it. In the first fight, you earned a 50,000 bonus, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I did. I got the performance bonus for the short notice knockout on Frank Camacho. Yes.
The last time we spoke, I asked what you're going to invest that in, and you said you hadn't received it yet. Have you received it now?
Yeah, I got it, man. I'm just sitting on it right now. I know I'm going to have some bills coming down the pipeline. Who knows how long COVID's going to last? Who knows how long, my 9-to-5 job's going to come back. So I'm just going to sit on it now, save it for a rainy day, and hopefully after this fight I'll have another bonus, and I'll be able to buy something really cool.
Yeah, you mentioned, you responded to my question saying that you might invest in a car or something to do with your house, if I remember.
Yeah, I was looking at buying a house, and I'm still looking in the process. I'm not looking to buy a car or anything. I got my truck, and it gets me up the mountains, gets me around where I need to go. But yeah, ideally, I'd like to invest in a house with this bonus and my next bonus.
Yeah. So, was there something in the camp or leading up to the fight that just didn't feel right heading into the fight this weekend? You mentioned the weight, but was there anything else that kind of didn't feel right headed into the fight this week against Gavin Tucker?
Against man, just basically the weight, man. It was really tough. Like I said, I started training. I was 175, 178 pounds, man, and just my calorie deficiency. I was getting my ass whooped in training, every day in, day out. And then the weight cut ended up being a lot harder than we expected it to be. I was the last person to weigh in on the card. You can weigh in at 9 a.m. I ended up weighing in at like 11 a.m. It just was a terrible thing and a terrible experience. I'm glad I got there. I made weight. I showed up. But unfortunately, the Jaynes Jaynes that everyone knows wasn't there that night. Like I said, you can't do much without gas in the tank. So, like I said, I'm hoping that I made the right adjustments going into this next fight. I got a little bit more time to lose the weight. So really focused on that. And, like I said, just, being the best fighter I can be when I show up on November 14th.
Talking about adjustments, what did you learn from the loss to Gavin Tucker? What have you learned, and what are you going to use for that in the next camp?
Just following with my nutrition program a little bit better.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of guys down at the PI. I got Matt Crowley as my strength conditioning coach. I got Clint Waterberg as my nutritionist right now. I have Andrew Jacoby, as my athletic trainer. I'm just going to collaborate with those guys and see what we have to do to make this weight come off a little bit easier, maybe a little bit faster, and make sure I feel good come fight day.
Yeah. Now moving on to a more pleasing subject for yourself. Your Gabriel Benítez, your next fight. How did this fight come about, and what was your thoughts when you got offered the opponent?
Oh, it's anytime Jason calls and asks if I want to fight, I just say yes. I don't know who Gabriel is. I don't know who he's fought. I don't know what kind of style he is. I don't know if it's at 145, 155. Jason calls, do you want to fight? I say yes, and he handles the rest, man. So from my understanding over the last couple of days, I've done a little bit of research on him, and it's more of my coaching staff doing research on him. He's a southpaw striker, kind of just like Tucker, very tough. He's been around for a long time. I don't give an F. I'm showing up. I'm doing the same thing I do every fight. I'm going to try and knock Gabriel out.
So is that what you're going to try and knock out Gabriel out when you come fight night, November 14th?
Well, that's the ultimate goal, man. I don't give a shit about this wrestling, grappling bullshit. I want to knock him unconscious. I want to see him looking up at the lights, wondering what happened when the referee pulls me off.
Yeah, he's a very game opponent. As you said there, he's a striker. He's very durable. He's been in a lot of firefights, shall I say. He's been in a lot of battles. Is that come to your advantage? You've got really heavy hands. Does that come to help you in any way?
Man, it comes to help the organization, and it comes to help both of us because, like you said, he's a firefighter just like I am, and it's just going to come down to who hits who first. I don't really have any interest in wrestling, just like Gavin. I feel I could have utilized my wrestling a little more against Gavin to make him worried about the takedowns at least. But again, I'm not in here to grind out boring decisions. I want to hit somebody in the face. I want to watch him fall, and I want the referee to make me stop.
What Justin Jaynes can we expect in this fight?
The old school, gritty, throwing heavy punches, trying to knock Gabriel's head off for 15 minutes straight until I do.
Yeah. So Gabriel Benítez, if you looked at his record, he's dropped his last two fights to Omar Morales and Sadiq Youssef. Are you looking to put on the pressure and make it 3 in a row for Gabriel Benítez?
Absolutely, man. And the guys that he's lost to 2 in a row, I think it was Sadiq.
Yeah.
He was winning that fight until he got knocked out. He dropped Sadiq. I feel he was winning the leg kick battles, the leg kicks exchanges. He has powerful left kicks. And then he just got clipped and he got knocked out. But up until that point of him getting knocked out, I feel he was winning. I don't think his 2 losses show, he lost 2 in a row, doesn't show how really tough this guy is. This guy's going to show up on November 14th and have the same game plan I am, is to knock me out. Unfortunately, I've never been knocked out, and I don't plan on getting knocked out November 14th. You
said there that he was winning the fight with Sadiq Youssef until he got clipped. Do you see that as an advantage for you, that he's very vulnerable to a one-punch strike, and you're a guy with heavy hands? We've mentioned that. I mean, all you have to do is look at your debut to see how heavy your hands are. Do you feel like you can capitalize on his vulnerability, on his maybe leaving his chin a bit too much exposed?
It's hard to say. Will I capitalize it? I'm gonna try to. I'll tell you that. But just because he got knocked out doesn't mean he has bad chin. We're talking about a guy that's been in the UFC for a long time now. Clips get happy. He's taken a lot of damage prior and not been knocked out. So am I gonna count on that one punch knockout? No. But when and if I do land it, it'll be nice to say the least.
You've kind of answered my next few questions, so it's going to be quite a short interview. So my next question was, what's your kind of game plan heading into the fight with Gabriel Benítez?
I'm going to pressure him. I'm just going to stay in his face the whole time and, throw shots. Maybe I'll mix in a little bit of cage work, push him up against the cage and break free to get my strike. Because he's a little bit taller than me. He has a big reach advantage on me. Yeah. I can't stand the outside and pitter-patter with this guy. I need to get on the inside and land my big shots and make them count, man. Because like I said, if I try to play a long, rangy game, he throws very nice, straight punches down the pipe. I'm going to lose that battle just because I have a 67-inch reach when he has like a 73-inch reach. So I need to make this dirty. I need to make it grimy. I need to put my forehead on his chest, make it a phone booth style fight, and try and knock him out on the inside.
Yeah, you answered my next question as well. And it was, how does Justin Jaynes win this fight on November 14th?
I got to show up in shape, on weight, and I got to pressure him, maybe put him up against the cage. make my range or my distance, available. Like I said, if I play a jab for jab or a cross for cross game, I don't stand a chance because he's so long and he's so skilled. He's such a great kickboxer. He has a great rear kick. He has great jab, great cross. This is exciting for the fans and for me because people are like, oh well, you don't want to get hit in fights, but you do. I know I'm going to get hit. I know he's going to hit me, and I just have to make sure that I hit him harder than he hits me and hit him in a little more vulnerable spots than he hits me. And this is why this fight's exciting. I think this is why Sean and Dana wanted this fight, was because they know even with my wrestling background, I'm going to stand on my feet and I'm going to try and knock this guy's head off. They know that he's a great kickboxer, and it's a firework fight for the fans. It's a firework fight for the organization. That's what I want. I want these tough fights. I want them to think like, man, who will stand with this guy in exchange? And they see my name and they know I'm going to show up and I'm going to blow up. So that's what it all comes down to. I'm super excited about it. Has Fight of the Night written all over it. Every fight I ever have will have a chance at Fight of the Night. I didn't get my bonus last fight, but what's his name did. So the two fights that I've been involved in the UFC, there's been a bonus given out in both of those fights. So yeah, don't blink. This could end quick. It could go 15 minutes. It could get bloody. Who knows, man? I'm excited. It's an unpredictable fight. It's the fight game, and I'm really excited about it.
I mean, I think I can definitely see a bonus coming either your way because when you're in a fight, you're in a fight. You're scrapping down. You lead by example. If you're on that card and Justin Jaynes is fighting, you got to put on the show because you need to earn that bonus because Justin Jaynes is fighting on the same card as you. You got to bring it.
Yeah, you have to, man, because I'm bringing it every time. Man, even if I gas out, I'm still. That's one thing, like Paul Felder was saying. I watched my fight finally for the first time last week. In the third round, I was gassing out and I was slowing down, but he's even saying, dude, he's still throwing hard shots. He's still looking for the knockout. And I had zero gas in the tank, man. I was trying to pick my 1-2 shots that I could try to land. And like I said, I had some success in the first round, came out strong in the third round, got kneed in the head. That definitely slowed me down. But again, I'm always going to be looking for that knockout punch no matter where in the fight is. I don't care if I'm winning 2-0. I'm still looking for the finish in the third round because ultimately it comes down. I'm fighting for bonuses, man. I'm at the highest level I can be in my sport, and right now I'm just fighting to try and make some bonuses, man. So I need to knock people out.
You just said there that you watched your last fight 1 week ago for the first time.
Ooh, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry. Shit. That's not what I was looking for. My Uber Eats just got here and they're asking me for my gate code.
That's cool. I hope it's something healthy for the wait.
Oh yeah, it's a salad.
What's your wife getting?
4 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So what'd you say?
What's your wife getting?
I think she got a sandwich.
Oh, that's good of her then.
Yes.
She isn't eating in front of you.
Yeah, she's pretty good about that.
Oh, that's good. So I'll move on to the question you were talking there. That you said you watched your last fight 1 week ago for the first time. If coming off a loss, do you not like to watch your losses, or do you not like to sit and watch them? Is that a thing you don't like what to do?
No, I do. It's just it was a hard fight to find. It's still not on Fight Pass. I'd watch it 100 times if I could, but I only have a shitty version to watch it from because it's not. Frank Camacho nor Gavin Tucker uploaded the Fight Pass right now. I think they're a little bit behind schedule with all the fights happening. So it's been hard to watch. And finally, I found a link to a half-assed shitty version online, and I was able to watch it.
I could probably try and find you one and send you it if you would like me to.
Yeah, please. I'd like that. Yeah, if you could, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, so we'll move on to the next question. You said that you had problems on the scale in your last fight. How do you feel just over a month out? Is your weight, you kind of bringing it lower now?
Yeah, my weight's lower now than it was when I started last time, and I get an extra week or 10 days. So I think this is going to go a little smoother than before. But time will tell, man. As you get older, your body, holds on to weight differently. You don't burn fat as easy. I'm hoping for an easier weight cut than last time. I'm going to do my best. And honestly, you can prepare for the worst and hope for the best, man. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm preparing for the hardest weight cut, but I'm hoping for the best weight cut. And come November 13th, we'll see, or November 12th, November 13th, we'll see where we're at. And either way, whether it's a hard weight cut or an easy weight cut, I'm showing up and I'm throwing big left hands, I'm throwing big right hands, and I'm trying to knock them out, man. That's what it's all coming down to. It's people ask what my game plan is, and it's very, very simple. How do you prepare for Justin Jaynes? Don't get hit, because if I hit you, I'm going to sleep.
I mean, you're definitely going to sleep if Justin Jaynes is hitting you with some hooks.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
All you have to do is ask Frank Camacho.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. and Frank's reached out and told me how hard that I hit, and Gavin has as well. And
wow.
Hopefully Gabriel will be doing the same thing after I put him to sleep in the first or second round.
Well, last question from me. UFC 4 recently got released. How would it feel to be, fighting as yourself on UFC 4?
I think that'd be pretty badass, man. I told my son I'm not buying into the game until I'm on the game. So sooner than later, because I'd really like to play it. I heard the gameplay mechanics are pretty awesome. But here's my second goal. Once I get on the game, I'm gonna buy the game. So we'll play it like that.
Well, I would love to see you on the game, because if I'm on the game and I'm hitting someone with Justin Jaynes' hands, I know they're going out. 100%.
Yeah, they're going to sleep. That's a fact.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me for a second time, and I wish you good luck on November 13th or 14th. I think it's 14th in the UK or 13th in America. But I wish you luck in your fight against Gabriel Benítez.
Thank you so much, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. I'll talk to you after, maybe.
Yep, will do.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks.